Soon, Tennessee cities may be banned from paying reparations to descendants of slaves or even actually studying the possibility.
This proposal has led to several stoppages and moments of chaos in Tennessee's House this week. State Capitol reporter Chris O'Brien brings us inside the legislation.
The Tennessee General Assembly is nearing passage of a bill preventing the payment or even just the study of reparations to descendants of slaves.
Don't get mad when they call you racist.
It's been up several weeks in a row and has drawn protesters each time.
It's a horrible bill, but there's a lot of emotions involved, and I think people started to really hear what this bill is about.
The bill defines reparations as money or benefits provided to an individual who is the descendant of persons who were enslaved as compensation for the enslavement of the individual's ancestors. Democrats filed several amendments to try and alter the bill, including kicking the question to local governments. But Republicans beat those back with minimal debate.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I ask my fellow members of this body to vote against it.
Previous question on the amendment.
I view the amendment as hostile, and I move it to the table.
Democrats also pointed out Tennessee has a poor history of slavery. The state only recently took slavery out of the state constitution and also removed the bust of KKK Grand Wizard Nathan Bedford Forrest from the state capitol. The latest move is the most recent in a string of bills from Oak Ridge Republican Representative John Reagan targeting minorities, whether it be race or gender related.
He's just continuing to put these nasty, mean-spirited bills before us. And so now I think people are hearing it. I think people are saying, you know, we don't have to do this.
But Republicans have pushed forward anyway, arguing the bill is not racist.
I don't think the bill's racist at all. I mean, I think people have intent on both sides, but I don't think their intent is racist.
In fact, Reagan argued during session last week that he couldn't be racist. In a response to a question from Nashville Democratic Representative Justin Jones on a separate bill,
Members of my wedding party were of your race. They were my groomsmen.
In Nashville, Chris O'Brien.
Now that we've gotten toward the end of the legislative session, I should say, calendars have essentially been tossed to the side. Whenever House leadership is ready to take up a bill, they can just take up a bill. The Senate actually passed this bill over a year ago. Most people didn't hear about it because that was at the same time that the House held those expulsion hearings for 3 of its members.